So Buzzin, hip hop is getting too dangerous for the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop got so dangerous that the mainstream can't even make money off of it. So right now, the big artists is still getting a lot of money. They get a lot of streams and they get a lot of, without the concerts, it's a bad game for hip hop, for the artists with all of these deals, because the streaming money and they got these deals. So now what's happening, this is why I say hip hop is not for the mainstream no more, is you got these dudes that's coming up with these little beefs and this little street stuff and all of this little gang related violence and music. And so now with that, and everybody got the monetization on YouTube, dudes is getting monetization, getting in a beef with rivals that got a couple of views, and then they starting this little drama where the hoods is giving them enough views to make a lot of money off of it. Then some of them make it to the level where a couple of these rappers make it from their local areas, and then some of them eventually die, and then they get famous. And then when they get famous, because one died from their side, the other side, basically the same scenario keep playing over and over and over. So now, this right here is too dangerous for the mainstream media. I said the mainstream media, for the mainstream hip hop. So the mainstream hip hop is basically they can dabble with artists and act like they real and do all of that, but nah, this shit is turning into like some real hood street shit. Fuck being in a mansion. Dudes want to jump around with brick walls behind them and stupid shit, gang signs and all that rich shit. It's just what they do when they get all of their money together. But being mainstream now ain't gonna benefit the label and it ain't gonna benefit the artist. Who gonna benefit the most from this is the independent artists and the ones that's involved with all of this street activity and got monetization and getting paid for their views. So with this new era, the mainstream hip hop is basically destroyed. Mainstream record labels and companies and management companies, they are all now a thing of the past. You could go sign a deal and get millions from them, but shit ain't really worth it right now. It ain't worth it. You do that, then everything that you're doing is monetized by the company. These independent dudes, they monetizing everything, and they dropping 100 times more material, and they ain't getting the big dudes is getting 150 million views, 400 million views, stuff like that. But they gotta pay record label management companies and advertisement companies, and then the budget be big, so all of that be basically nothing. That shit is going to the investors. You know what I mean? So now with the independent dude, he can stream his little 5 million, you know what I mean, per video, drop a couple videos within a year. He just made a nice little probably a little 80 to 150K off of streaming alone. I think I'm smoking no trash. Smoking that Larry Davis. So now, what's happening on these streets and what's happening across the United States is these young hood rappers want to kill other hood rappers and brag about it, even if it costs them their life for prison time, because it's worth the gamble. You know what I'm saying? It's worth the gamble. They feel it ain't worth the gamble, and it's not, and that's the stupidest shit I ever thought that I'll be saying out of my mouth. But don't participate in violence to get views and to make money. your ass will be dead in a split second. There's no holiness in that. You know what I'm saying? Make some hot music, be real creative, and you got a future in this music business.